आणि आता थेट जाऊयात लोकसभेमध्ये.
Madam Speaker, I would like to wish a very happy new year to all my colleagues and to the youngsters who have come to see this speech today, and also to all the citizens of the country. It is a tragedy that our friends in the AIDMK are not allowing a debate and are trying to protect the Prime Minister. This debate is about the Rafale issue, and it is a tragedy that members of the AIDMK who represent Tamil Nadu are doing the service for the BJP. Anyway, as a opposition leader, my job is to raise questions on the government. I watched the interview of the Prime Minister, part of the interview of the Prime Minister yesterday, and he spoke for almost 1.5 hours on different issues, and in the interview he said that no one is raising the question with regards to him on Rafale, that no one is accusing the Prime Minister on Rafale. Well, I'd like to say in the House that that is not true. The entire nation is asking a direct question about the Prime Minister, and the entire nation is asking why the Prime Minister can speak for 1.5 hours in a staged interview and not answer the fundamental questions of Rafale. The questions of Rafale occur on 3 pillars. The first pillar is the process with regards to the deal. The second pillar is the pricing. And the third and most interesting pillar is paisa, patronage. So I would like to say a little bit about all 3 of these pillars. And these are questions that we have been asking the Prime Minister from the beginning. The Rafale aircraft was chosen after dedicated work, after 8 years of work by the Air Force. Senior officers of the Air Force chose the Rafale aircraft after a long negotiation. And the Air Force wanted 126 aircraft. Now the question is, why was the demand for 126 aircraft changed to 36 aircraft? Who changed the requirement of the Air Force from 126 to 36? Did something change with the requirement of national security? Did the Air Force request the government? Did the Air Force ask the government, tell the government that no, we do not want 126 planes, we want only 36 planes? That is one question. Another related question, the excuse given for 36 aircraft was that we needed the aircraft urgently. Well, then I would like to ask the question, if you needed the aircraft urgently, why is it that not a single Rafale aircraft has landed on Indian soil until today? The entire procedure of the deal, from the beginning to the end, was bypassed. The Defence Minister, Mr. Parrikar, was asked whether he knew about the new deal that bypassed the old deal. Mr. Parrikar himself said, I have no idea about the new deal. The Defence Minister stated this. The Cabinet Committee on Security, which is supposed to authorize any deal, gave no authorization. This is a known fact. It has come out in a large number of newspapers, but the Prime Minister does not have a comment. So, one fundamental question, starting question to the Prime Minister. You changed the old deal of 126 aircraft and replaced it with a new deal of 36 aircraft? Did the Air Force change their demand for the number of planes, or did you unilaterally, without asking the Air Force, change this demand? So that is question number one. The second question, and this is the question on pricing. Everybody knows that the Rafale aircraft that the UPA was going to buy was going to be bought for 526 crore rupees an aircraft. This is a fact, everybody knows it. When Narendra Modi ji went to France, he met the then President of France, Mr. Hollande, and a new deal was constructed. The price of the aircraft under the new deal went from 526 crores to 1600 crores. So the next question to the Prime Minister is, why did the price go from 526 crores to 1600 crores? Why did the President of France in a public statement clearly say that the Prime Minister of India himself told me that the new price would be valid and that the contract would be taken away from HAL and given to Mr. Ambani on his behest? Another question to the Prime Minister. Is it or is it not a fact that the new price that you negotiated, 1600 crore, was objected to by the Defence Ministry officials? Is there an objection to this new price put forward by the Defence Ministry? That is a question, another question on pricing. Finally, we come to the question of paisa or patronage. Now, HAL has been making aircraft. HAL has been making aircraft for 70 years. The NAT aircraft was responsible for winning the 1965 war. Su-30 aircraft, Mirage aircraft, MiG-27 aircraft, these were all helped. The HAL constructed these aircraft. So HAL has a tremendous record, and HAL is the potential future aviation industry of this country. HAL gives jobs to thousands of youngsters, and HAL is the bedrock of technology in this country, has tremendous success. On the other side, Mr. Anil Ambani, a failed businessman, 45,000 crore rupees in debt. Mr. Anil Ambani opens a company 10 days before he receives the HAL contract. The President of France says the Prime Minister of India has ordered us to give this contract to Mr. Anil Ambani. Mr. Anil Ambani has a plot of land which was purchased by money given by Dassault to Mr. Anil Ambani. So the next question is, dear Prime Minister, why did you give this contract to your dear friend Mr. Anil Ambani and cost the exchequer 30,000 crore rupees? Why did you take this contract away? Why did you take this contract away from HAL and give Mr. Anil Ambani 30,000 crores? I see here the Defence Minister sitting, hiding behind the AIDMK people. I can see her hiding and I can see her smiling. The same Defence Minister who publicly stated that price is a secret negotiated with Mr. Macron. In my last speech, I made it very clear that the defense minister was contradicted by Mr. Macron himself, who personally told me, Mr. Manmohan Singh and Mr. Anand Sharma, that the French government and Mr. Macron have no issue with India being told the price of the Rafale jet. So friends, there are a number of holes in the Rafale story. And you will recall that the last time the Prime Minister came and listened to my speech, you will recall that the Prime Minister came and gave a long speech of 1.5 hours where he did not talk for 5 minutes about Rafale. So it is very clear, the Prime Minister does not have the guts to come to Parliament and confront the questions. The Defence Minister hides behind the AIDMK people and the Prime Minister hides in his room. Now, with your permission, Speaker Madam,
what to do?
I would like to play a little tape recording that has been released today in the media. Do I have your permission, Speaker Madam? Do I have your permission, Speaker Madam, to play a little tape recording? Do I have your permission to play a little tape recording?
No,
this is a tape recording. This is a tape recording of the Health Minister of Goa. Do I have your permission, Madam?
I don't have.
I can play it, Madam?
1 minute. Yes, please. Yes, please.
I have a point of order.
Yes, please.
The last time the honourable member spoke about Rafale, he lied before the whole nation by concocting a conversation between him and the French president. The French government contradicted it. Today, he wants to rely on a recording which is false and fabricated, let him authenticate it, place it on the table of the House and open himself for an action of privilege. There is no such procedure that he can play a tape. He has to authenticate it, take a responsibility and face an expulsion from the House under a privilege motion if it is found to be false.
That's why I am not allowing him. Please keep it. Yes, it is not allowed.
Ma'am, I would like to, in the spirit of the 21st century, I would like to play this recording.
No.
It is a recording of a minister in the Goa government where he is clearly stating something the Chief Minister of Goa has stated in a cabinet meeting.
आप इस तरीके से नहीं कर सकते हैं, राहुल जी. Please listen to me. Nothing will go in a record like this. You will have to know. इस प्रकार के ना एलिगेशन करेंगे. You have to authenticate it. ऐसा रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं जाता है. No. आप authenticate करें. आप उसको लिखित में authenticate करें.
Give me the mic. Thank you. Ma'am, do I have your permission?
Are you authenticating it?
Okay, madam. If you are not going to give me permission because they are scared, I will read the transcript of the recording.
You have to authenticate it.
Good evening, sir.
I am sorry.
Boss, good evening. I called today.
Rahul ji, please listen to me. Are you authenticating?
I called today. There was a...
It will not go something.
He can't make others speak alive.
1 minute. No, not like this. I just called. Not like this. This is not the way. You are not ready to listen. Please. ये इस तरीके से मैं नहीं चला. This is not the way.
सुनाई नहीं दे रहा, क्या बोल रहे हैं?
आप मुझे कुछ बोलने देंगे या आप ही करोगे? आप मुझे कुछ कहने देंगे या आप ही बात करोगे? आप मुझे 1 मिनट सुनो। नो प्लीज। एक बात ये है, मेरी बात तो सुनो। पहली बात यह है, एक तो रिकॉर्ड कोई नहीं बजा सकते यहाँ पे। उसके बाद 1 मिनट रिकॉर्डेड स्टेटमेंट, 1 मिनट रिकॉर्डेड स्टेटमेंट भी आपको यहाँ पढ़ के सुनाना हो। प्लीज सुनिए मेरी बात को, सुनिए, ये लगा के सुनिए मेरी बात। मेरी बात सुनो। आप आई डोंट नो, रिकॉर्डेड स्टेटमेंट भी इनको पढ़ना हो तो ऑथेंटिकेट करके रखना पड़ेगा। ही हैज टू ऑथेंटिकेट इट। इज ही ऑथेंटिकेटिंग इट? ही हैज टू ऑथेंटिकेट इट। ऑथेंटिसिटी बता दो ना मुझे, ऐसे थोड़ी पढ़ोगे। I just
आपको कंटिन्यू कराना है, हमको आपने दे दिया रूलिंग, कंटिन्यू कराएं।
कंटिन्यू करें पर वो
नहीं है ना, आपने रूलिंग दे दिया, अब नहीं कर सकते,
पढ़ नहीं सकते।
So, madam, I understand that they are very terrified of this type of thing.
Are you authenticating the statement?
So, ma'am, I will not play the tape. I will not play the tape. If it makes you happy, I will not play the tape.
Because it is false, he refuses to authenticate it. This man lies repeatedly. He lies 5 times a day. ये झूठ है, इसलिए आप ऑथेंटिकेट नहीं करना चाहते। आप ऑथेंटिकेट करिए। अगर आप मानते हैं ये सच है तो ऑथेंटिकेट करिए। आप डरते हैं कि ये झूठ है, इसलिए आप ऑथेंटिकेट नहीं कर रहे।
Are you authenticating? The House stand adjourned to meet again at 2:30.
काही वेळासाठी लोकसभेचं कामकाज तहकूब करण्यात आलेलं आहे। पुन्हा एकदा अजून 5 मिनिटांनी म्हणजे 2:30 वाजताच्या दरम्यान भेटू असं लोकसभा अध्यक्ष म्हणतायत। राहुल गांधींनी ऑडिओ क्लिप लोकसभेत चालवण्यासंदर्भातली मागणी केली, मात्र लोकसभा अध्यक्ष सुमित्रा महाजन यांनी स्पष्ट केलं की आपल्याकडून ही ऑडिओ क्लिप चालवली जाणार नाही, लोकसभेमध्ये चालवली जाणार नाही। मात्र या ऑडिओ क्लिपचं विस्तृत विवरण जरी आपल्याला लोकसभेमध्ये सादर करायचं असेल तरी देखील आपल्याला ते आधी प्रमाणित करावं लागेल, ऑथेंटिकेट करावं लागेल आणि मगच आपण ते लोकसभेमध्ये सादर करू शकता। मात्र त्यावरूनच प्रचंड गदारोळ झाला। लोकसभा दुपारी 2:30 वाजेपर्यंत तहकूब करण्यात आलेली आहे। याआधी म्हणजे राहुल गांधींनी ही मागणी करण्याआधी काही प्रश्न पंतप्रधान नरेंद्र मोदींना राफेल प्रश्नावरून विचारलेले आहेत। विमानांच्या संख्येवरून तो प्रश्न आहे, विमानांच्या कंपनी वरून तो प्रश्न आहे, विमानांच्या किमतीवरून सुद्धा प्रश्न विचारण्यात आलेले आणि त्याची उत्तरं सरकारनं द्यावीत, पंतप्रधानांनी द्यावीत अशी मागणी राहुल गांधींनी केली। आणि त्यानंतर एका ऑडिओ क्लिप संदर्भात ती लोकसभेमध्ये चालवण्यासंदर्भातली मागणी राहुल गांधींनी केली, मात्र त्यांना लोकसभा अध्यक्षांकडून ही मागणी फेटाळून लावण्यात आली। त्यांची ही मागणी फेटाळून लावण्यात आली आणि रेकॉर्डेड स्टेटमेंट म्हणजे जे रेकॉर्डिंग आहे, जे टेलिफोनिक कॉन्व्हर्सेशन आहे, त्याचं सगळं सविस्तर विवरण जरी तुम्ही लोकसभेमध्ये वाचून दाखवणार असलात तरी देखील आपल्याला ते आधी प्रमाणित करावं लागेल असं राहुल गांधींना स्पष्ट करण्यात आलं। शेवटपर्यंत राहुल गांधींनी मी ऑथेंटिकेट करतो म्हणजे मी ती सादर करण्यापूर्वी सगळं स्टेटमेंट प्रमाणित करतो असं ते म्हणाले नाहीत आणि तीच मागणी वारंवार सत्ताधाऱ्यांनी लावून धरलेली आहे।